Hi, today I want to talk to you about something that I had actually talked about before, and I told you I was going to get back to you about. I talked about, in my last update video, which I will link up here, I talked about our zones and our cleaning schedules and things like that. And how that the way we had revised them earlier in the year, that they didn't really work for us. And I'll link the video I talked about it first up there too. Can't speak. Anyway, so what we did is, I printed off 3 copies because it's me and my 2 children. And if you watch the first video, well, the video I did the earliest of the year, you'll see that me and my 2 children, we share the house cleaning and all these things. And what we had done is we had split the house up into zones and then had daily chores. And each one of us had a zone each week. It just didn't work. No, the house wasn't messy. No, the house wasn't disgusting. But it just wasn't working. It wasn't getting everything done. It wasn't. We found that we were missing things, or that we had not thought about things in those first zone discussions and cleaning discussions that we had at the first of the year. So that's why we decided a little while back that we were going to revise all that. So what I did is I printed them off. I just printed off 1 sheet for each of us, and I let my children make notes, and I made notes, and we then sat down and discussed what we thought. My husband was there too, but we just sat down and discussed what we thought needed to change, how it needed to change, what we had missed, and things like that. So then, after we did that, I went online and I started searching for different ways, because we decided the Flylady method is really awesome. It might not be exactly how we're going to do things, but I feel like the Flylady method is something you can make your own as well, because, you know, it just seems like, well, not everybody has every part. Like, we don't have a home office. And in the Flylady method, you have an office. And some homes don't have basements. And we don't have a basement. We don't have, you know, certain rooms that are in the Flylady zone chart, I guess you could say. So what I did, I found this Flylady cleaning list. It's a detailed list, and it tells you the zones and things such as that. And we sat down, me and my husband sat down with this, and I'm going to try to link all of the things that I found and all of the things I used down below, so that you guys, if you want to do something like this, you can too. I found this, it was blank, and this was my worksheet, my scribble sheet, and no, that's not what it's meant for, but that's what I used it for that day we did it. And I went through and we figured out, well, first we figured out that what zones we needed to do, and we reworked like which zone needed to be what zone needed to be, like, we don't have an entrance, like, you know, just a little foyer or whatever. We have a room that you walk into whenever you first come into our home. So that's what used to be the living room before the addition was built on, and now we have a living room and family room. But anyway, so we decided, because we don't have that, we changed it up a little. And because our front and back porch won't need as much attention as other things, we decided to change the zones up a little bit, because the way Flylady system works is you don't start on the first week of the month. You don't have a whole week all the time. Let's just say that a month may start on Wednesday. Well, you have Wednesday, you know, till the next Sunday to start doing your zones. You won't have a full week, in other words, to do your zones. And I'll link the Flylady's website down below too. I've just kind of taken some of her suggestions and some other ladies' suggestions, and like Flylady Cat, who is awesome. She has a YouTube channel, and I'll try to link her in the iCards over there. And I'll also I'll link her down below. But she's really awesome, and I like watching her videos. She does awesome videos daily and encourages, and it's just awesome. Anyways, we did we went through that and we figured out what was in our home and what wasn't. What types of things did we need to, you know, just not worry about having because that's not part of our home. Like, we don't have, let's see, we don't have a window in our dining room because it's in the middle of the house, like literally in the middle. So we didn't need dust windowsills and clean the window on our list. So we just marked that out. And then we don't have a china cabinet, so we don't have to worry about that. And let's see, there's other things like prune back unruly bushes on the front porch cleaning, because we didn't do that on here because my husband just does that on grass cutting day. Or we do it on grass cutting day, whoever, you know. We don't. So we didn't need to worry about that. Now, the kitchen, we kept all of the things. We didn't change anything about that. And then, you know, just different things that we didn't have to think about. We don't have an office. We don't, you know, we don't have our children can do their rooms themselves. We don't have a laundry room. Our washer's actually in our in our kitchen, and our dryer's actually in the pantry. That's the way the house was built. That's the way it is. But we don't have an actual laundry room. And so, yeah, we don't have a desk in our master bedroom. So, I didn't need that on my list. So, what I did is I went through all of these things and made my own master list. And we figured out which zone we wanted to be what. Like, we wanted zone 1 to be the front and back porch, because it just says front porch on that list, but we want our back porch to be presentable and everything too. So we decided to put that as the first zone, because that's just how we wanted to do it. And then we decided to put that on the first zone because it won't need as much attention as other things. The second zone is dining room and kitchen on ours, whereas on this one, it was, let's see, what is zone 2 on here? Zone 2 would be the kitchen, oh, just the kitchen. But the kitchen and dining room in our home is connected, so we just decided to make that one whole thing. And then third zone would be bedrooms and bathrooms and the hall, which we did change that before it was over with. We changed it to we changed the hallway to be in zone 5 because we just changed that. Anyways, the bedrooms and bathrooms are zone 3 because my children can do their bedrooms and the one bathroom, and then me and my husband can do our bedroom and the other bathroom. So then we changed the zone 4 will be family room and pantry, because they're not connected, but they're like right next to each other, and the pantry it's a large pantry, but there's not much to do in there, and there's not much to do in the family room either, but that's just the way we did it. And then zone 5 is the living room, which is the front room of the house that you first walk in, which would be like the entryway, and the 4th bedroom, and the hallway and linen closet, because the linen closet is in that hallway. So that's how we decided to do that. And we also decided to have a list for things that we need to do, like we buy things in bulk. So we don't just go buy new soap dispensers. We just bought a nice soap dispenser and we just refill it. So, and our kitchen sink has a built-in soap dispenser, so we just refill it with dish soap. So we wanted to do a day that you refill all of the soap dispensers. So that's Tuesdays. Any Tuesday, it doesn't matter if it needs this much or this much. You fill it up. And then we also, because we buy in bulk, like ketchup and barbecue sauce and like salad dressings and mustard, things like that. We have the little squirt bottles you buy from Sam's. we just refill those. So we're going to be doing those on Fridays. And then, like, my daughter does her cat's litter box, so she doesn't, like, do a major cleaning every day, but she deep cleans it on Friday, and then other days we just kind of just wanted to put that in there. And then my CPAP cleaning, the major cleaning would be Monday and Thursday, and every other day would just be like wiping down what needs to be, like the mask and things. So we wanted to have all of those things on our list. Ooh, I bumped the camera, sorry. We wanted to have all those things on our list. So that's what we decided to do. So I did find this, and it's from graceformoms.com, and it's really good, but we didn't actually use it. It's a monthly household zone cleaning, and I will link it down below. And it's actually got a suggestion here. But she also has, well, if I can get the pages to come apart, one where you can fill it out yourself. And she also had with that, this is one thing I really liked, the monthly household zone cleaning room by room checklist. We may or may not use this. I doubt we will, because some of the things, like we don't have an office, and we don't have a laundry room, we don't have a playroom. But this will be good for someone with small kids. And so I'm going to link that below too, because it's really awesome stuff that I found. Okay, and this right here is something that I actually got from, I got it from Kimmy from She's in Her Apron, but I adapted it to myself. And it's like, it's the weekly home blessing, morning routine, night routine, house, and you know, all that stuff. And then I kind of adapted it for myself, for us, and well, for me. And then also have it to where that I just changed it up for my needs. So I'm going to go over the new things now. The first one is the zone cleaning schedule. So it's going to be the front and back porch. I don't know if you can see that well. And zone 1 would be sweep cobwebs, sweep furniture. I'm not going to go over every little thing. Sweep porch, you know, you get the idea. We're going to clean, but first we're going to declutter, because the back porch has some clutter on it. That just happens. Zone 2 is the kitchen and dining room, clean cobwebs, and all these other things. And then, oh, I dropped it. Hold on just a second. Okay. Zone 3 is bedrooms and bathrooms and all those. You know, I went over that kind of. I told you what the zones were. But anyway, this is what we have. And it's 2 sheets, because I couldn't make it. Well, I could have made it fit all on one, but it just didn't work out. To where it would be big enough that you know, I just wanted it to be big enough. So what I'm going to do for now is I'm going to put this into, I feel like I'm further down. I'm going to put this into, like the little sleeves, like the protective sleeves you put in notebooks, the little plastic ones, and I'm going to put it on my refrigerator like I normally would after I laminate it. After we've decided this works, we're going to laminate it, put it on there for good, or until we revise it. If we find in a month or 3 months or whatever that this is not working for us, we'll revise it, and then, you know, whenever we find something we think is going to be at least a year, I'll laminate it. Otherwise, I'm not doing that. Okay, and this one is where the thing I said I got from Kimmy from She's in Her Apron, and it's the weekly home blessing, the morning routine, and all those things. I made that on these 2 pages, but I also added on the bottom of this one, she also has a weekly schedule, which I thought was awesome. And I did change it a little for me, but you know, we make it work for ourselves. I did do the daily schedule, like I said, with the CPAP and the litter box and condiment refills and all that stuff. I did put that on the bottom here. So, that is how we have changed all of that. Now, those are zone cleanings. Those are deep cleanings. That's what you do with zone cleanings. But you still have everyday tasks. And, like, the dishes, which that is part of the weekly home blessing and then the morning and nightly routines. But you have little things that you need to do, like in your bathroom and things like that. And I found from Clutterbug, and I'll link her channel too. I think that's the name of her channel. Yes, that's the name of her channel. She had a speed cleaning the Dirty 30, and we're going to try this as well to go along with that. And what my children and I decided is we're going to do, instead of 30 minutes, each of us will get one thing and we'll spend 10 minutes, each one of us. Like I will get kitchen, empty low dishwasher, clean sink, wipe counter, spot sweep, and mop floors. I got to do that in 10 minutes. And then 10-minute tidy. Grab your tidy tote and pick up as much clutter as possible from the living room and entranceway, which ours will be living room and family room. That's, you know, one. And then the other one's bathroom. Clear counter, wipe sink and counter. If you for more, clean toilet, spot clean things where they need to go. Wipe bed appliances and cupboard doors, and hang clean towels. That should be done every day. Which we hang clean towels quite often anyway. That's just something that's just naturally done around here. So what I'm going to be doing is taking all of these papers and I'm going to put them in the little sleeves, and I'm going to post them on my refrigerator to replace the other ones that we had. It's a long process. It's a lot of things you do, but you have to figure out what works for you and your family. Because if you don't find out what works for you and your family, you're not going to be happy with what, you know, you're either going to be doing too much all the time or too little all the time, or somebody's going to be doing more than the other or something. It's just not going to work. And I feel like, you know, my children have, from the time that they've helped do chores. They've had chores. From the time they could pick up their own toys, they picked up their own toys. From the time they could fold clothes, they folded clothes. And I just feel like that's something we should be teaching our children. And I have tried to get them to doing things. And like yesterday, because we have not been in a routine, because we have not done things like we should, because I was still working on this, I had a literal mountain of laundry. And I washed all of that laundry before the kids got up, and I dried it, and I just threw it on the sofa. And I was thinking, okay, in a little while, after I have rested for about 5 minutes, I'm going to go over there and tackle the folding and putting away. Well, my kids, when they got up, which was not very long after that, in fact, the last load was in the washer, they just got up and started folding the clothes. I didn't even tell them to. And I believe that's because I have had them in a routine of helping with things. Now, my son, his thing was, you know, grab all of his clothes, throw them to the side, don't even fold them, because he hangs everything except socks and underwear. Like literally, I think he's even started hanging his underwear up because he just does not want to deal with folding things. But that's okay. But then he folded whatever else, towels, napkins, whatever. But yeah, we have got them in the routine of helping to clean and doing things around the house. So I didn't even have to ask them to do that, and I'm very proud of my children for that. I guess that's why I threw that in here. But this is going to be a long video, so I guess I'm going to go. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments below. If you like this video, give me a big thumbs up. If you haven't already and you'd like to, subscribe, hit the bell so you'll be notified of any time that I load my videos. I normally load Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 6 a.m. Central. And also, if you'd like to, if you know somebody that this video might help, share it. I don't mind other people watching it. Of course, if I did, I wouldn't have it on YouTube. So anyway, I want to thank you for watching, and that's all I have for today. I will link everything I can down below and up above. And remember, don't take any wooden nickels, and be sweet.